Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 376. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Corey Feinsod.
Yo.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners and viewers, to episode 376. The first
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes. The first of 2018. And we thought we'd do something a little different this year, starting us off. Rather than do a super long of the year podcast with our most anticipated, we thought we'd go over our most anticipated in this podcast. And we'll talk about that with the movies, and then we'll do the same thing in the games. If you're not listening to the games and you're looking forward to that, flip on over to our games cast and listen to that too.
Wait. Just don't leave now. Just stay here for a little bit and then go over there.
Yeah. So, we're gonna do most anticipated, but let's do the normal stuff first. We're gonna talk some box office. I have a quick bit of news to talk about here. Box office, very, very, very good holds for Star Wars and Jumanji. They had an excellent week following the holiday season, I think, thus proving that this scare that there was fatigue in the genre of Star Wars is kind of subsided a little bit now, where it's, grossed over $1 billion worldwide. It's domestically the top grossing film of 2017. And it was clearly affected by the holiday week.
I think it was like 1958 they were saying. Or some crazy, I forget exactly the year. Don't quote me on that. But I want to say 1958 was the last time the top 3 grossing films were female leads.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's an
Star Wars,
stat.
Beauty and the Beast, and Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman. Okay. I didn't know Wonder Woman was 3. Wow. Very good for
Domestic.
movie.
Domestic.
Yeah, domestic. We're talking domestic, yeah. So Star Wars is having a very good run now. What's turned into, for me, we were talking about that on our Discord channel. Signs were pointing to that it was fatigued and downward trending, and I don't know. I gotta say, I'm gonna admit, Tony, the further you get away from the movie, the less you hate the movie. I am looking forward to seeing it again, but I still have
third time.
Yeah, I still have legitimate concerns with this
I was
movie.
gonna watch it again, but then the further I get away from it, the less I need to see it again.
The more I'm kind of getting more excited now for 9, because if 9 fixes some things that I had issues with, this could still be a very good movie for me. And it still can be fixed because it kind of left it open ended. It doesn't have to bring
we
back.
all agree that this movie cannot be judged within the saga until the saga is complete.
Yes, I think that's what we're waiting for.
But at the same time, as a standalone, it disappointed.
Yeah.
For some.
Yeah. I mean, that's the issue. We're not going to get into this. We already did our spoiler cast.
$5 billion worth.
We've done our spoiler cast on this movie. We don't have to talk about it more. But did a very good job in the box office. So that's your 1 and 2 movies. Pitch Perfect 3 was at 3. The Greatest Showman at 4. And Ferdinand at 5. Overall this year, Tony, what do we have? The box office is, way down, right?
Down.
Way down.
Yeah.
Lowest in, despite
25 years?
Yeah, 25 years.
25 years. Yeah, we knew this was going to be a bad year at the box office. We've been talking about that all year.
Mike's not here to defend it. Mike's not here to defend 2017, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think you can defend... Oh, no, he tried. I was going to say, I don't think you can defend numbers, but he did try. Well, next year, though, it's going to be interesting what we get. We're going to be talking about that.
Yeah, this year is going to be up.
Maybe.
It's definitely going to be up.
There's a lot of good movies that came out this last year. There really was.
You're not going to follow up a 25-year drop and then do worse than that.
No, I'm not saying worse. I'm just saying it's not going to be I don't know if it'll be astronomically better. I just think that the movies that came out this year were actually pretty good. My of the year candidates are still being contemplated. It's down to 2 for me, and I don't know what. And I even watched more.
I saw a movie last night that changed everything for me.
What'd you watch?
Blade Runner 2049.
That's queued for me. I want to watch that before our of the years, so I do want to watch that. Maybe I'll watch that if I get a snow day tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch that. It's possible.
I can talk about it a little bit, but it changed a lot because I did not like Blade Runner, the original. But at the time, I was super young, expecting a Star Wars movie, and you get this whole introspective on what it is to be human, and you're what the hell, man?
You used a word there, expectation.
Yeah, and I was also years old too. And as a 9-year-old watching this movie, it's not really for like a kid. That film.
Right.
They're not going to get it. So
Right.
I do actually want to see this movie again now that I saw 2049 because they use it is a true sequel to the T. And there's an anime actually that fills in the gaps a little bit. That's really good too. That I highly recommend. I think it's called Blackout 2022.
Okay.
That's something that definitely should be watched as well. And there's a lot of callbacks to the original, and like it's not a reboot whatsoever. It is a true follow up, but it's probably the most well shot, beautiful looking film I've like. Besides the plot, besides what happens in the movie, just the scenes, the sets, the makeup, the costumes, just like the look of the film is like bar none the best I've seen this year. And as far as of the year, my favorites this year, it is right there with Logan. I mean, we'll have to see which one comes out on top. But
really, for me, it's between Wonder Woman and Logan. It really is. It's just
Wonder Woman. Ugh.
I really liked Wonder Woman. I really did. Gotta give.
No, a lot of people did. A lot of people did.
Yeah, I really like that. And I watched.
Jim, I remember specifically being at your place, and you're like, "It's good." Not great.
I really liked it. No, I mean, I was just trying to downplay it for you.
It's fermenting for him. He's got it.
No, I wanted you to go see it, Tony. I mean, like, I'm not going to over exceed your expectations of a movie by saying it's amazing. Go see it. The thing is like Star Wars isn't going to be my movie of the year. It's not.
No, I don't know if it's going to be anybody's movie of the year.
Thor Ragnarok isn't either. I thought about that. It's not.
It's up there for me.
Guardians is not. Get Out.
We're getting into a little bit of spoilery for our favorites of the year here, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, man. Wonder Woman. First two parts were great.
First part
terrible.
First act was great. After they leave the mascara,
I didn't mind the middle war part. Like I thought that was all right.
Was this?
This
was this year, wasn't it? Split.
Yes, it was.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I really liked that movie. I don't know. All right, we'll talk about that next week. This week is about our most anticipated, but I first want to
what's coming up? What is getting released in 2018?
Let's just mention a few things real quick here. Look, Apple, due to this, Tony, you posted an article about the tax cut thing.
Dude, this tax bill, I'm gonna say, fucked me over. I'm getting screwed with property taxes, man. Fucked in there.
I don't have to play those.
It sucks. I'm gonna lose thousands of dollars. I'm gonna be paying extra thousands of dollars to the government next year.
Wow.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Ridiculous. All because freaking middle America can't afford housing and bullshit like that.
Wow. Man. Wow. Anyways, so that was the point of the point of this was that Netflix and Apple may be like looking at a merger at some point. Apple acquiring it because they have so much extra money lying around now that they need to actually purchase something, and Netflix is on the radar for them.
This is so funny though. You can't have your profits too high. I gotta buy something to keep that shit low to save my taxes.
It's a fine line, yes. And Tony, you posted an article about that on Discord, where more acquisitions may happen next year because of this.
They're saying Amazon might buy Target.
Yeah, that's huge. Holy crap! Could you imagine if Amazon? I mean, if our Prime discount works there. It wouldn't be terrible, but how big do we want these companies to get?
They're not getting smaller, Jim.
No.
The mom and pops are done. I mean, it's going to be the age of corporations.
Yeah, this God particle got pushed until April 28th. That's the Cloverfield movie that's coming out this year, which you didn't know about because we haven't even gotten a trailer yet, which we knew it was getting delayed at that point. It's not a direct sequel. They're in the universe. It's like
what they did with Cloverfield Lane or whatever that was.
Yes, yeah.
And Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. So it's the same idea. That got pushed. And that's pretty much all I really want to mention for this news.
Bright's getting the sequel. Just throw that out there.
Bright's getting the sequel. That's right. Which I saw. Let's get into what you've been up to actually before we go into most anticipated. Let's do it a little bit different here. I watched Bright on Tony's. Not recommendation, but the fact that he said it wasn't that bad.
On Netflix, throwing in your face, they've been advertising it for 6 months before it even came out.
Every time I load, it's there, and I'm just like, And then Tony said the other week, he's like, it's not that bad, and I'm like, you know what? Will Smith, orcs, magic, I could do this. So I watched it, and I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like
I
terrible.
haven't seen it yet, but from what I saw, I really was kind of like rather it be a series than a movie, and not necessarily
see
have
that.
Will Smith in it. Like just have some other Will Smith wannabe in it. That'd be fine. But like I'd rather have a series, not a movie. Like it looks like it should be a series.
Yeah, I know. It definitely doesn't give you enough information in the time that it gives you, but I think that
Because the world, like you said in
the
Discord,
world.
the world that they built seems interesting, and I would like to explore that more in a series.
like how cool is it? Like to give those a quick premise, it's like the orcs sided with the Dark One, the Dark Lord. They lost, and so now this is like 2,000 years after the loss. They're still around. You're not going anywhere. So they're like the shunned upon. Yeah, they're the shunned upon like race in on Earth, and like it's
It's like, well, your answers are sided with the Dark One.
yeah.
Whoa. Dude, that
Don't
was
put
my
that on me.
dad's dad. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So you get to
So-
call Germans Nazis because
And you got
That's what
the why do you guys know why does the elves have to always act superior? Like why are they always acting like pompous asses?
Because that's like a trait of elves, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw that. I saw Brighton. I would recommend watching it. It's fun. It's a fun.
Yeah, I finished
you
it
have
as well.
Netflix. Yeah,
It's-
I would think
It's a
Again,
no-brainer. I mean, I would at
wanna-
least watch it.
I am gonna
popcorn
watch
flick.
it at some point. soon.
Popcorn flick. Speaking of popcorn flicks, I watched Fast 8.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
There's
I
some
did,
jumps in like, not even like this is
How
some
many
jumps.
movies you watch, Jim?
I watched. I've gotten work done, man. I've played games. I've watched movies. This was my big push of the year.
Yeah?
I did a lot of work this week on my of the year stuff. I gave more movies time to give an effort. I got that done. I watched War for the Planet of the Apes, Bright, like I said, a bunch of TV shows I'm catching up on, Star Trek and everything. But like,
Did you watch Emoji Movie?
I couldn't. I don't have access to it at the moment. So I'll get it. Don't worry. I will get it. But anyway. So I watched which was the first one? War, and then Fast 8, Fate of the Furious. Not gonna say I didn't really like that one.
Not as good.
No.
There's some leaps of logic in that movie that don't make sense.
Yes,
and
there are.
This movie's based on not making sense and just being superheroes, but even in this one, I was a little disappointed.
I'm glad to hear that because I really watched this and I was like trying to not like I was trying to turn my brain off and I'm just like I can't right now. This doesn't make any sense. Like how does he know he's here? How does this person like what is this? Like how is this
The thing with the
plot?
villain too, just being like the man behind the curtain of all these other films,
Yeah.
kind of like diminishes these other films, in my opinion.
Well, it
And, like,
takes
I
away
like
from the
those better.
characters that were the enemy, the villains in the other movies.
Yeah, and so I didn't like that, and I do think they lose a lot by not having Paul Walker here.
Yeah, because this is
And
the
that's
kind of
a
thing
shame.
that you would bring that character back for this.
Yeah.
I watched War for the Planet of the Apes, the last of the Caesar saga, and it was good. It was really good. Not in my candidate of the years, but I had to watch it just in case because I do love those movies, and I wanted to make sure that no stone was left unturned for my of the year candidates. So I watched that, and like I said, if you watch the sagas, like the first two, you should watch this movie. It's the great closing of the whole thing. I really hope they do some more movies, but only if Matt Reeves comes back. I think he's a great director. So. And the fact that he's moved on to Batman makes me happy he's on Batman, but then we all know that there's a train
When's that coming
dumpster
out?
fire going on in DC right now. So, so I watched that. I've
Is that
watched
coming out 2019?
Oh, maybe
The Batman?
2020.
Yeah.
2020.
2020. If it doesn't hit 2020, I don't think it comes out. But
No. What else have I seen? The Batman Two-Face, Batman and Robin Two-Face, the animated thing from
Nice.
Adam West, his last thing. I finally watched that. Not as good as the first one. I liked the first one better. The Return of the Cape Crusaders. This
how'd
was
you
good.
like William?
William Shatner. He was good, actually. He wasn't that bad. The problem is like he sounds exactly the same as he always has in his life. Like he doesn't sound older. But like Burt Ward and Adam West, you can hear their age in their voices. So it's like it sounds like these characters are 80 years old, but they are moving around. You know what I mean? Like is it Julie Newmar? Yeah, Julie Newmar plays Catwoman, and you can hear the age in her voice. The only one that was like sold me on the fact that he was like a 30-year-old guy was Bill Shatner. That's it. Everybody else
Fuck
sounded
William
okay.
Shatner.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
he's
that
a
guy.
pompous ass. But I'm just saying that, Speaking of which, I watched the new Star Trek on Star Trek Discovery. I really do like that show. I think it's great. I wish that they didn't charge us $6 a month to watch this show, but they do have swear words in it, which is weird. They said the F word. Which you couldn't
It's
do.
paid for. Yeah, I mean, it's like premium service kind of thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get caught
Sorry,
up
one
with that
show is not
shortly.
worth $6 a month.
No, it's not, and I'm gonna be done with
Unless
it
you're
shortly
Game of
here.
Thrones. That's it.
Yeah, even then, $6 a month.
But you get so much other good content with that, though. I mean, like you're getting HBO.
HBO's content's really good. CBS's content I could care less about. So yeah. So I mean, I watched all that. There's probably some more, but that's really all that needs to make the list. So yeah. Anyways, Corey, what have you been watching?
Like I mentioned, Blade Runner 2049. That is a long ass movie, though. It's like almost 3 hours.
That's kind of what I'm afraid of, Corey. That's what I'm afraid of.
But like at the same time, you're like, okay, you do feel like, oh, this movie could have ended here, but I'm excited to see what else they're doing and what else they could be doing here.
Yeah.
And it really does like make you think. And the reason this movie for me is like right there with Logan as far as my favorite movies of this year is that after the movie, I just was like thinking about it and like I watched it and I kind of went to bed like, right after kind of thing and I had a dream about it. Yeah. It's like it just stuck with me, and it was very impactful in that way. Where it, a lot of times you watch a movie and you're like, oh, now it's over. Like, don't really care about it too much, and we talk about it, we analyze things. But this one really makes you think about, like, what it is to be alive, what it is to have a soul, what it is to be human, what does that even mean, all that stuff. And it's like those questions that you can't really answer, but at the same time you want to like try to search for those answers. So it's very provocative in that sense. And again, the imagery is just amazing. So I highly recommend it just for the imagery here and there. Like it tells its story without even kind of using the sound stuff. You could just watch as silently, and you could get a lot from that even. Okay. And then I want to say I watched something else recently, but I think everything's been on hiatus with the holiday and stuff.
Yeah, all the shows are kind of on break at the moment, so
yeah.
I'm trying to like remember if I forgot something else because I feel like I did watch one other movie, but I don't know. So, Tony,
caught up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
I'm behind on that. So how is that? Still
awesome.
It's
awesome. Like
the last episode was a great way to end. Like take a break on that. You're like, oh man, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on.
No, it's great. I mean, just the beginning of the season, they do that thing with you where you're like, kind of you the viewer are as jarred as like the characters are, and just you're like trying to piece it together. Like, okay, where are we? And then when
I like in the
are
first
we?
episode, you're like, all right, well, this guy's gonna be around for a while. Nope.
Dude, that was pretty gory too.
I know, right?
I was surprised. Usually
Friday
they do like
night, though. That's why.
That's why.
Yeah. That's actually it's a terrible time
little
slot, but a
extra.
good one. Yeah.
Usually they would do like maybe in the shadows or something like that, or from behind. But no, this is just
like almost pitch black gore, as in like just swooping in and like pulling them away type of thing.
I kind of liked how intense that first episode was because it was kind of like survival space horror.
Mm-hmm.
Because like what's going on. So I was a little upset when it's like, all right, it's not going to be like that for the half the season or something like that. Because at first I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool if they were like just surviving for half the season or whatever. But the plot where it was going, I was like, okay, this is really interesting. I'm curious to see what's going on here and everything like that. And I think they're doing a good job of juggling all the different characters and their stories and stuff like that.
They're giving everyone purpose.
Right. Everybody has their purpose. I love Mac. He's one of the, I would say he's one of the more interesting characters on the show. Probably one of the deepest ones, even though I don't always find myself agreeing with him. I could totally understand his own personal character motivations. And that's what I love. It's like, even though I don't agree personally with what you're doing or saying right now, you're sticking to your guns, man.
I respect that. Yeah.
I respect that. And even the one episode where he's like, "Oh, I'm just worried, we're gonna lose our way here," or something like that. Just kind of like the thing, and then later on, it's like,
Shit.
"You don't say, you don't say." This is awkward. A little bit, little secondhand cringe going on right about now. It's like,
yeah. And for him to be in that situation with his background and stuff, that was really a gut punch.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's interesting. It's new. I want to say.
Sorry, just to cut in there.
Yeah.
And I know what's really cool is that they're not going to overstay their welcome too. Like as soon as it gets to the point where like, all right, what's next? They go to something else. It's like I know they're going to do that because they've shown they have been doing it last season. So I'm excited for that too.
Yeah, but it's just interesting when you compare this to the first season, because I remember all of us, we were like, this is really hokey on the first season.
I had to skip like 10 episodes of it, so I still have never watched them.
Yeah, but as soon as they got to that
Winter Soldier,
Winter Soldier tie-in, it's been for the most part really good. It's been overall upward trending, and a couple things where it's like Inhuman stuff got a little down, but But I mean, Ghost Rider was awesome.
Never got as low as the first 10 episodes, and it never got as low as the CW.
Oh God, no, absolutely.
Quality is better than that. So
yeah,
I mean, that's not giving it enough credit. It actually is a good show. So
right. So yeah, I just I'm really pleasantly surprised with how they've just kept the writing up, the quality of the show. I love how they took something within the universe and found something new to do, not just like, oh, this is like that storyline in the comics, or it's an homage to this storyline. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was really happy to see a character return. That was fun. Hopefully,
I think Jim knows who that is.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wonder if the other one's going to return at some point. I don't think so, but I don't know.
The other one's on a different show, so
they're so busy. I said, so
but maybe just as like a guest character every now and then. Another time, but yeah, awesome. Can't wait.
That's a great introduction for the character too.
Yeah.
So cool. Anything else? Oh crap! I remember what I watched. It's not worth talking about really. So, Batman and Harley.
Oh my
God. I heard that was terrible.
Like
I said it was terrible.
I know, but I read online like if you look at it like the Adam West Batman, it's actually not bad because that's the way it was supposed to be kind of shot. And I'm like, okay, so I started watching it. And I'm just like, this is horrible. And like I finished it, and I didn't want to. And I'm like, you know what? I want to see this through the end because I'm going to use this. Like this is going to be in a bet. Somebody's watching this movie.
Oh God,
I've already
seen
it. So
that bad?
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
It's awful. And like Harley doesn't sound like Harley. Not that
she sounds like
you want to
New York
sound like Harley, but
accent
like
girl, yeah.
she is. I mean, she's not the actress, obviously, but at the same time, it's just so off-putting because of the situations they're put in.
Yeah.
So it's like not only these characters don't seem to be doing what they would normally be doing, they also sound completely, or she sounds completely different than what she should be sounding.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard there's some controversy with Harley and Nightwing or something.
Oh yeah,
I don't know about controversy.
It's not controversy. It's terrible, but it's like I don't know. Like her voice kept.
I just want to get your dick wet. That's all.
I know, but I'm like, this is weird, and especially in that style of animation from the the WB, like the old Batman animated series, or Fox. I'm sorry, it was on Fox originally. So. Yeah, I just it didn't mix right. That's all. Like, and then I watched Batman and Two-Face because I watched that. So.
Since you brought up DC again, one thing I don't think we mentioned it on the podcast yet, but Aaron, if we did, correct me. But I read online that because that Deathstroke movie is planning to come out, Deathstroke. I don't know if it's a movie. In the Batman movie, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
CW's not allowed to use the character anymore.
Yes, I did read that. Yep, that's official.
Like, how do they still have that in place? Because I remember bitching about that years ago on the podcast when we were talking about Justice League Unlimited and how they couldn't use the Joker because...
Well, there was a rumor about that. That's why he got written out of the show to begin with, but then they brought him back.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And the other thing is weird is, like, you have the opportunity to, like... expand on your universe a little bit and use this, because in the DC universe comics, like, they have different Earths. I mean, you could just do different Earths, but they're doing it with Barry and Flash and stuff, and it's like,
I mean, how many times has the Flash talked about like multiverse theory at this point? It's not.
So it's like you have this opportunity to just expand your brand. It seems weird that you're not doing it.
Right, especially because they have like the Flash television show is clearly different from the Flash Ezra Miller in the movies. So it's like
yeah. I don't know. I thought that was really weird call to make now because they did it earlier. We thought that's why they cut him out of the show to begin with, and then they let him come back in last season, and now he's gone. You got to cut him again. So whatever. All right, let's move into the most anticipated movies coming up for 2018. I thought we'd go a little bit like overview of the movies coming out that we're looking at. I might miss some movies, so if I do, let me know, and then we'll just pick.
I made a list of the ones that I thought were noteworthy. Like I didn't pick obviously anything.
In February, we start with Black Panther. That looks pretty good, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's anything really else in that month. No.
Nope.
Just Black Panther, and there's nothing in January. I looked in January. I'm like, it is an empty month.
It's a bad month for everything, video games and
any interest in Tomb Raider, guys?
Nope.
No, I mean I probably would see it eventually, but it'd be one of those like Redbox movies. My guess would be it'd be a Redbox.
Okay.
I'm not prioritizing it. I just don't like her as Tomb Raider, as Lara Croft, but whatever. We'll see.
All right. I just got locked out of my freaking thing.
I mean, the next one on my list, because I went in like release order.
A Wrinkle in Time or Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim.
Okay, Pacific Rim.
I don't care about Wrinkle in Time. No offense to Wrinkle in Time.
I'm just going through.
I'm sure it's going to be a fine movie, and like the source material seems really neat, but I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I'm looking forward to Pacific Rim though quite a bit. So.
Yeah, I mean the first one was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean that'll be in March. Ready Player One's in March as well.
Yep, I have that on my list.
I'm worried about that one because it's just like, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of.
See, how I'm looking at it right now is that the book and the movie are going to be two totally different entities, and I'm just going to separate them and not think about that they're going to be one and the same. I'm just going to be like, all right, this is the cinematic universe, and this is the comic book universe.
It's not about it's not about the content from the book. It's more about the fact that it feels like this movie's going to just be a like pop culture bonanza of just throwing things at us, and that's all.
I mean, that's what the book was.
Yeah, but I thought the book had more substance to it. I don't know if it's going to have it in the movie.
Well, we won't know until we see it.
I read the book. I read the book a couple years ago, and it was all right. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but it was enjoyable. Yeah.
But recently, I seen this like slew of just hatred for it on the internet, like just people on Twitter and Reddit, just social media in general.
I think because Armada wasn't very good at all, that it kind of hurt his writing skills in general. People went back and then really dissected more of Ready Player One, and they realized it's just a pop culture reference book. It's like, see this is cool. Oh, see this is cool. Remember this? It's a bunch of member berries from South Park. If you didn't watch that,
did you guys see the one poster for it? It looks so awkward though, with him climbing I don't know, whatever the main character's climbing it. Like he's just one leg is just so long, it doesn't make sense. It's like bad Photoshop, just kind of like the Lara Croft Tomb Raider one, where it's like her neck is just
in her forehead.
Yeah, it's like wait, what? What are you doing?
In April.
Go
ahead.
No, I just want to say, like, again, I think of them as two separate identities because the book is a little dated now. You do need to, for the movie, kind of update some stuff and put some things in that are going to be a little bit more relevant.
We've got New Mutants in April. I
didn't list that.
No? It's a horror movie, but it could be cool.
I mean, what I'm hoping for is Split.
Yeah. I really like Split, so I'm kind of hoping for that, actually.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for from it, but it's not something I'm going to seek out and watch in the theater. I'll try to check it out.
Any interest in Rampage?
No.
Okay. Super Troopers 2? No?
No, can't mess with that. I mean, the original's not, you're not beating it.
It's been way too long. Way too long.
Yeah. All right, now we get to May. May's huge. So May we got Solo.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, we've got Solo,
start there,
a Star Wars story.
Yep.
We've got Avengers: Infinity War, and that's pretty much it. Like there's like it's an open month after that, but those are two huge movies, or possible huge movies.
What was the other movie?
Solo and Han Solo and Avengers.
So Infinity
Isn't
War.
Deadpool?
Deadpool's not until June or
June. Yeah. I mean, Mike said Infinity War is what he's looking forward to the most. We can say that right now.
I mean, I think it's I can't argue with that at all because that's what I'm looking forward to the most out of everything.
Okay.
I think I don't know how you can not say that. That's probably the number
Well,
one.
basically, what I thought we'd do is like go through the list of movies for the year and say that's definitively it, just in case there's something else. That's why I'm listing other movies possibly. Solo, any interest, guys? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm highly interested in it.
I don't think so, Corey. I'm not actually at all, but.
I'm not saying I'm gonna like it. I'm just saying I'm interested to see what they've done with it. It's a Star Wars story, and it's a character that's beloved. How can you not be interested in it, by definition?
Yeah, I know. I'll see. Don't tell me. Like, I'm gonna see it. Like, there's no question about that. And I'm gonna see it opening day. I'm gonna see it first showing. I'm gonna do all that. But it's like,
best case scenario, we get the Da Vinci Code. Worst case scenario, we get Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, after watching, excuse me, after watching Woody Harrelson in
War.
In War, yeah, he's an amazing actor. Like, he really is. Like, it just reminded me of how good he was in Zombieland. Like, Zombieland's
True Detective. He
yeah,
was fantastic.
and yeah, I'm bringing movies that are just like random roles for him that he did excellent.
Kingpin.
Great movie. I really enjoyed Kingpin. All right, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But Infinity War might be my most anticipated. We'll see. Jurassic World is huge as well. Jurassic World.
How could it not be? How could it not be?
Yeah.
I'm most anticipated. Honestly, how could it not be? What's on this list?
Okay, there's Deadpool.
Are we talking Avengers or are we talking Jurassic World right now? Because
no, we're talking Avengers because I said it might be my most anticipated, but
Jim's just trying to keep it a mystery until the end.
Come on, just let me go with this, Tony. Come on.
Okay, all right. I thought it was an obvious, but go
Jurassic
ahead.
World,
I'll play this game.
All right, okay.
So Jurassic World
Everybody
is
play
funny
like you
for
don't
me.
know Jurassic World.
Because I was super hyped for Jurassic World, the original one. I could not wait for that movie. And this one, the trailer just destroyed any expectations or any desire for this movie.
First of all, the rules for my trailer is you can't cut that music off. It's so iconic and great. You can't play a part of the theme and stop. Yeah. You have to play the whole goddamn theme.
And if you're gonna do it like that, do like how the Avengers did it. Slow it down like that because that trailer was fantastic, and you put that music the way they did and slowed it down. At least you got the climax of the riff, whatever that part musical term
you did.
is.
You still got that. Yes, you didn't get the end of the Jurassic.
Don't.
We still haven't gotten it.
Building it up, and then you
still haven't gotten it. Yeah. Deadpool 2?
You know that's why they do it, right? To elicit emotions from you guys.
No, that's
it made me not want to see the movie, Tony.
Yeah.
So
I could be like, this was amazing if they played the song, but they didn't play the damn song.
So honestly, I actually don't see myself seeing this movie right away.
Oh my god, you guys take your trailers way too seriously.
For people who didn't watch the trailer for Star Wars,
maybe if you'd watched those trailers, you would have,
Maybe I even said that. I think I probably would have liked the movie better if I knew it was coming.
For those wondering, episode 9, I will be watching the trailers. I might try this experiment though.
The trailers, Tony, they're supposed to get you excited for a film,
but sometimes they show too much. So
but if you see a trailer and you're like, oh, this looks like shit.
No, I can understand, but your gripes seem to be, they didn't play the theme song.
Oh, okay, I'm just upset about that, but I'm just saying the overall trailer looks like shit.
If the trailer shit, that's fine. But you guys
just gonna go back to save the dinosaurs. They're gonna go extinct again, guys. We don't know how to make them again. Oh no!
I wasn't trying to break the trailer down. That was my legitimate, the top gripe right there was the music, and then the rest of it looked like just.
I mean, that was just the icing on the cake.
All right, that's fine. Well, you didn't mention any of that. It's just the fucking theme song.
Breaking down the trailer. All right, Deadpool 2.
I'm super hyped for this one, just because I really can't wait to see Domino and Cable.
Agreed. Not to mention, they have to throw some Disney teaser at the last.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, there's no question.
If you don't have him saying something about Thanos now,
yeah, they have. He's like, "Aren't you a bad guy?" Or like,
"You look like somebody I know." Yeah. Do you have any rings? Incredibles 2. Possibly the longest in development sequel ever.
It's weird though because apparently there's not that much of a time gap between Incredibles 1 and Incredibles 2.
No, it's supposed to take place right after the
That's so
one.
Weird. That's really weird.
Yeah,
that's
Jack Jack's still a baby. So
yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, well, it's been so long in real life. I kind of figured you would go.
Like what they do with Star Wars, like New
Yeah.
Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack's
it'll be
grown up. He's the main guy now.
I'm gonna watch it day one. I was like,
I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. That's like honestly like up to it's on. It would have been in my top 5 without a doubt. It's just like Infinity War is way up there too. Ant-Man and the Wasp is in July.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge
I'm excited
one.
for that. I really like Ant-Man.
Any Mission Impossible interest?
no.
Not too much, but I do appreciate those movies a lot more than the Bond ones. So I'll throw the Bond under the bus anytime I can.
Really nothing in August. There's a Predator movie that's not going to
The Predator I put on my list because
Did you?
I'm excited for that. I love Predator. Yeah, I'm excited for Predator. I think Shane Black's a great director, and I'm excited to see what he does with the universe. So I'm actually looking forward to that movie.
I just
And I think the Predator movies are just
Is it
fun.
like in your anticipated list though, like top 5? Really?
Not top 5. No. I have
I would say
like 12 films here.
Okay. Venom?
Yep. That's
Fuck
I
that.
wrote Venom down just because I am so curious to see what they do.
Same here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. In terms of like how bad of a train wreck is this going to be? Because that's what
I don't know if
That's
it's going
a
to be a
different-
train wreck, but I
How
think
is that
the thing-
different than anticipated? I mean, that's
Well, the
kind of
problem
like anticipation.
I think this is going to have is that it's going to be the most underwhelming, not train wreck, but not spectacular
It's kind of
either.
like it's like,
It's like,
eh,
oh, it's a
I
thing.
I could take it or leave it.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I mean, I could see it being more successful than some of the DC movies.
Yeah. Could be.
That'll be an interesting bet. When does that come out?
That's October? Yeah, it's October 5th.
Ooh, it'll be right near Aquaman, so that'll be interesting.
Well, no,
Aquaman's
Aquaman's
December.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
21. I think December 21st or something like that.
Ew, really?
Well, DC picked a good time. There's no Star Wars.
Yeah, that got moved to May.
Yeah, but December 21? That's super close to the holiday season, like the Christmas.
Yeah, but then they can hide their drop off with Christmas.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not even sure that we see Venom though in October. I don't see how. Like, are they really gonna have that movie ready in October? I don't know.
I doubt it.
We'll see. November is Fantastic Beasts 2. Oh, we got Wreck-It Ralph 2.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
Ralph breaks the internet or something like that.
That looks cool. In December right now, all we have is that animated Spider-Man movie, which actually looks pretty cool.
Well, wait, did you skip over Dark Phoenix?
Oh, yeah, when
That's
was
this
that?
year?
That's
is.
this year.
Is it November?
I think it's November.
Oh, I'm so glad Marvel got the fucking rights back.
Yeah.
It must be November. I don't even have that on my list.
I'm sorry. The two movies cannot be worth all the fucking shit this franchise has gone through.
Yeah. When is this movie coming out? It wasn't on this list. That's why I was like,
I want to
X-Men-
say November. I don't know though.
Like the first X-Men movie, okay. Second X-Men movie,
November
great.
2nd. November 2nd.
X3, terrible. Wolverine Origins, terrible. Wasn't there a second?
Wolverine?
The Wolverine.
That was fine. It was fine.
I didn't even see it. I was so interested. First Class, all right, whatever, mediocre. Days of Future Past, all right, terrible adaptation, but all right movie.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even see Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Didn't see Logan yet.
Yeah, I mean, 1 and 2, obviously, you have to give 1 a lot of credit because it kind of marshaled this new comic book movie
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
movement. But as far as 3, definitely disappointment. They totally, just the director left. They didn't know what they were doing. People came in and they fucked it over. Wolverine was just a miss on all fronts. Like, the only thing it had going for it was Hugh Jackman was in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm on board with you, but as far as how they finished with Logan, I mean...
But they're not finished with Logan. Dark Phoenix is going to be the last movie under the Fox complete,
No, I'm just saying Wolverine. I'm talking about Wolverine.
Gotcha.
Logan.
Right. So it's like
Separated
miss, hit. All right. 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
The Wolverine was fine. It was just, average, though.
1.5 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, the 3 was, really good, though. So, I mean, it definitely, you got to wait it a little bit. But, again, the origins never happened. You can't. Nobody can go in and say, "Oh, that was a good movie."
What just pisses me off is they're doing the Dark Phoenix saga again, and they still haven't. You need more than one movie to do the Dark Phoenix saga. I'm sorry, you do. You absolutely do. At least 2 movies.
You need to Avengers it and like kind of build it up as this event that's happening, and Dark Phoenix is coming and fucking shit over like Thanos. Like you gotta kind of like hype people up for that. They're not doing that, and so
but
it's gonna be another X3.
Not only do I not have faith in this new Phoenix movie, like all that's going to do is just make it probably worse for when Marvel wants to do that storyline.
I don't know. Marvel, I think goes to.
I mean,
no. Hold on. Let me clarify. I have full faith that the people at Marvel, including Kevin Feige, will be able to navigate the waters to make the X-Men fit within the confines of the new universe after the Infinity Saga is done. I have no problem with that. They'll do that fine. I'm saying in terms of like a box office reception, because Spider-Man: Homecoming, like that, if Spider-Man, like Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 weren't just so mediocre to bad, Homecoming easily would have done $1 billion. I think we can agree with that.
But they may not have been a deal at that point then either.
No, I know. I'm saying, but like, what I'm saying is, Sony poisoned the waters for Spider-Man.
Sure. So
I don't think it's necessarily poison. I think there was Spider-Man fatigue for sure. Because Amazing Spider-Man wasn't that bad. I thought it was fine.
Amazing Spider-Man.
So like,
right. But Amazing Spider-Man 2, that was
2 was terrible. It was terrible, and
bad.
it tried to set something up that was not going to work. But yeah, I don't
know. We'll see.
I just think it was too. You rebooted it too early, and so like a third reboot. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Like I said, Spider-Man into the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. I almost said Into Darkness.
Into the Spider-Man. That's pretty.
I almost said Into Darkness actually, which is the Broadway show. So this is the animated movie coming from Sony.
Isn't that Star Trek Into Darkness?
Oh, maybe. I thought it was Turn Off the Dark. Oh, it was Turn Off the Dark or something.
Turn Off the Dark.
Yeah. That's coming in December. The animated, it looks pretty good from the trailer. There's Aquaman in December, who then gets immediately trounced by Mary Poppins on Christmas Day.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins Returns, bitch.
Mary Poppins 2.
I hope we see what's his name in it as a cameo.
Please have a cameo in this movie.
I hope.
Please.
What's his name? The actor.
Yeah. Who's that? Shit.
Fuck.
I don't know who you guys are talking about.
From Merle from Walking Dead.
Oh, Booker.
Mary Poppins.
Shoot. Yeah, what is this name?
Oh,
Michael
what's his name?
Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
I hope he has like a small cameo. I hope they give it to.
Yeah. So. And that's your large movie lineup for 2018. So our most anticipated movies. Are we all consensing here? It's Infinity War.
Has to be.
Like it's the biggest event.
Like even Mike is saying this is the most
you can't say you're not. It is the most anticipated. After watching that trailer as well, I just like you get goosebumps watching that trailer because it's like 10 years in the making here.
I see this movie as a record breaker movie, not like it's a big event. It's not. It's record breaking.
It's an epic event. Epic event is the way to look at it.
This I think has a chance to get close to $2 billion. I think. I don't know if it makes $2 billion, but out of all the Marvel stuff, I think this is going to be easily the highest.
It has the highest chance.
Yeah, because like we all can agree that Avengers 1 has been the cap so far, and Mike likes to remind us all that because no other movie has been able to reach Avengers 1 money, it is downward trending. This movie is going to break because you know what? I was thinking about this. I was honestly thinking about this more. So taking the UFC fight out of the equation that took a lot of dollars away from it. Yeah. Ultron. Like, it kind of makes sense that Ultron is down just because, like the Star Wars movies, the middle one is always down. Because, like, the thing is, Ultron wasn't going to have, like, a large impact beyond just his movie, Yeah. But Thanos is the big deal.
Yeah, this is it. Building for a while.
I mean,
so
since Avengers is when we first saw him, so now it's finally getting them.
Yep. All right, so I think that's going to wrap up the Moviecast, right? Write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tune into the Gamecast. It's our most anticipated coming up in that. Next week is our Of the Years, so we look forward to that, and see you soon.